Now, let's talk about people you study with. Who do you spend most time studying with?
I think that would be my best friend because I study with him nearly every time when I'm at my class, and I also go to extra class with him, like math, literature, or sometimes chemi- chemistry class.
Mhm. What kinds of things do you study with other people?
I think it's mostly about literature and mathematics because I am not really good at them.
Mhm. Are there any times when you study than, better by yourself?
I think yes, it is. I like I like nearly always studying by myself because I usually don't have my friend over my house so that I would be alone, and usually just study just myself.
I can see that, right? Is it important to like the people you study with?
I think it's not really important because when if it despite having a friend when studying is really good when you can ask them about things that you need, but I don't think it's really important because you can just study by yourself and your score would be by your own.
All right. Now, Long, in this part of the test, you are going to talk about a topic for 1 to 2 minutes. But before you talk, you will have 1 minute to prepare what you are going to say. Have you got a piece of paper and a pen there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now you are going to describe a tourist attraction you enjoyed visiting. And here is 1 minute for you. All right, now you have 2 minutes to describe this, and don't worry if I stop you. All right, let's go.
Last year, I had a really interesting trip to Vũng City, and it's a really memorable for me. Like I, like I said, it's a Vũng Beach where everyone is known for it. It's in the it's in the southern of Vietnam. I think I visited because of in my last summer where it just and it's just a year of studying. So my family had a vacation to go to there and had a break time. At there I do a lot of things, but like eating seafood, try new special food, and I do the most common thing that tourists do is like swimming. having a good time with others, and mostly making new friends. And that's it.
What was the most memorable moment during that trip?
I think I think that's when me and my friend met. Another friend, and then we make friends. Even now, we keep in contact with together now.
All right. You've been talking about a tourist attraction you enjoyed visiting. Now, in this part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions related to this. All right. First of all, let's talk about different kinds of tourist attractions. What are the most popular tourist attractions in your country?
I think it would be pictures because of uh, how long the coast Vietnam has, and there are a lot of famous one too. And it is a place where people can do a lot of things like normally, like eating, swimming to have a better health, or sometimes just strolling around.
Mhm. How do the kinds of tourist attractions that younger people like to visit compare with those that older people like to visit?
I think young people would prefer somewhere is re- that is like to be really modern, and ha- they can be themselves there. They can dance, sing, or do whatever they like. But but old people would, and I think people who are really old would like place where they can talk and communicate with other people, or do something that is not require a lot of energy for them.
Mm. All right. Do you agree that some tourist attractions should be free to visit?
I think no, I don't, because tourists is one of the one income in my country, and if the country and if tourist attraction is free, there would be no money or no income for people in my country. So that would be a really waste of time and a lot of things where people would just later and people don't earn anything else.
Now let's talk about the importance of international tourism. Why is tourism important to a country?
I think it's because the economy that tour, that international tourists bring us, they can have a normal income where it's not really hard to do, but also not really easy to do. Also, that would be also it would create a job for people who are unemployed.
Mhm. So, what are the benefits to individuals of visiting another country as tourists? Benefits,
Can you
right? Mhm.
can you repeat the question, please?
Okay. What are the benefits to individuals of visiting another country as tourists?
I think that would be where people can be treated really well and has a new experience there. And sometimes they can be exploring something new from the country that they need for their life. But or sometimes they just want to have a free time around.
How necessary is it for tourists to learn the language of the country they are visiting?
I think it is Important, but not really much because in some country the seller when they sell things to tourists would take the price really high, really high. And if you don't learn their language, that you would just think it would be like something really high or higher, and that will make you lose really much money and don't have a good point of view toward that country.
Thank you very much. That's the end of